The announcement reverberated across the globe like a thunderclap. President Donald Trump, with his characteristic bravado, unveiled a sweeping set of tariffs aimed at over 50 countries, igniting a firestorm of negotiations that would reshape the economic landscape. The immediate aftermath was a whirlwind of reactions, both within the administration and beyond, as officials scrambled to navigate the tumultuous waters of international trade. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent stood at the forefront, a determined expression etched on his face as he defended the tariffs. "This is about leveling the playing field," he asserted, his voice steady despite the chaos swirling around him. He emphasized the administration's commitment to protecting American jobs, downplaying the potential for a recession as merely a talking point of the opposition. His confidence was palpable, but beneath the surface, uncertainty loomed. Bessent knew that while the tariffs could bolster certain sectors, the ripple effects could be far-reaching and unpredictable. Meanwhile, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett echoed Bessent's sentiments, framing the tariffs as a necessary tool to combat unfair trade practices. "We're not just fighting for today, we're fighting for the future," he proclaimed during a press briefing. Yet, as he spoke, the unease among economists and business leaders grew. The contradictory messages from the administration regarding trade and manufacturing left many wondering about the true impact of these policies. Elon Musk, the visionary CEO of Tesla, found himself caught in the crossfire. He expressed his concerns in a series of tweets that gained traction in the media. "Tariffs are a tax on consumers," he cautioned, warning that the increased costs would ultimately be passed down to American families. Musk's perspective resonated with many in the tech and automotive industries, where reliance on global supply chains was critical. His voice joined a chorus of dissenting opinions, highlighting the potential pitfalls of the administration's aggressive stance. As the dust settled, American allies like Israel and Vietnam faced a dilemma. Both countries had cultivated strong ties with the United States, but the new tariffs threatened to upend their economies. Israeli officials scrambled to assess the implications for their high-tech industries, fearing that increased costs could stifle innovation and growth. Vietnam, with its burgeoning manufacturing sector, found itself at a crossroads. The government there sought to balance its trade relationship with the U.S., while also considering its economic ties with China. The stakes were high, and the pressure to respond effectively was palpable. In Congress, a bipartisan coalition began to form, recognizing the need to regain control over tariff policies. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle expressed concern about the administration's unilateral approach, fearing that it could lead to a trade war that would devastate American industries. The discussions were fraught with tension as members grappled with the balance between protecting domestic interests and maintaining healthy international relationships. The growing unease among constituents only fueled their resolve, as they sought to rein in what they viewed as reckless economic maneuvering. Economists like Lawrence Summers weighed in on the unfolding situation, cautioning against the potential for a recession that could stem from the tariffs. His analysis painted a grim picture, warning that the administration's approach could lead to higher prices, reduced consumer spending, and ultimately economic contraction. Summers's insights sparked debates among policymakers and business leaders as they wrestled with the implications of the tariffs on the broader economy. As the negotiations unfolded and the global economic landscape shifted, uncertainty became the defining characteristic of the moment. The ramifications of Trump's tariffs were far-reaching, creating a ripple effect that would redefine relationships and reshape trade dynamics for years to come. The world watched closely, aware that the decisions made in this turbulent period would have lasting consequences, not just for the United States, but for the interconnected web of global trade that had taken decades to establish. The future remained uncertain, but one thing was clear. The world of commerce was on the brink of a transformation, one that would challenge the very foundations of international economic cooperation.